Another video on crypto analysis. As I said, I'm doing this for my personal study. Yes, people, back again with another crypto analysis video. Somehow these must keep getting taken down because people don't want to. This is not crypto analysis on breaking hash passwords on computer. If I want to break a password on computer, I'll break a password. If I want to stop you doing it, I will stop you from doing it. Which I am, but don't worry about it. Crypto analysis is deciphering codes. As I stated before, the guy who knows 28 languages, he should be able to decipher any code if he legitimately know all 28 languages. But don't mind me though. Crypto analysis have two things: deciphering hidden code text or crypto text, and messages that's transmitted on the radio or freaking Morse code tap line or Telegram and stuff, or breaking computer passwords and understanding the encryption inside the computer, if it is how you encrypt your messages. Just the basic understanding. I'm not gonna get into the programming side section or any of those. Transposition, as you guys already know, I stated in my last video examples. There's concealment cipher, transposition cipher, substitution cipher. Concealment cipher is you writing. Let me give an example of this up to date with y'all. Concealment cipher is you passing a letter around, but it's written in out daylight. No one wants to see that cipher. It's written in plain sight. The other version of concealment cipher is you written in plain message down, but you add a little bit of stuff on it. Nothing else. I can easily see it. Transposition cipher is what we only you just rearrange the letters in certain ways that in a pattern that you can't really see it. It's basically putting the store is open and you take everything and you reverse this back up, which is concealment cipher one of them, and you added one to each of those and you just put in the three to those and you turn it around in a way that it is rearranged. That's transposition cipher. Basically, it can be a shape as well, geometry or square on how you decode it. Now, there's substitution cipher, which is way harder, is what I do for myself. It is A means triangle, but triangle means 3. 3 means 6. 6 means T. T is the inverted cross, which means I, which takes you back to A. That's substitution cipher. What's they call it? Letters and numbers have the same meaning. The 27 alphabetical letters, the 27 bullcrap book Bible page, whatever. I just can't be concerned about it. That's why in computer programming that you use it to encrypt the code, but whatever. When you try to break a code, which is something I can do here, which is go well with my next video, is look at that. If I make a letter that says, if I make a message here, I turn the shape around and then I rearrange in a pattern where the only way you can see that you can see it, but you won't get the message. That's the cryptograph. I'm supposed to have a decrypt for you can understand it, meaning that this means that if this, and you would get the message. So it's not the message itself, it's just decrypt code. But in order to decrypt the codes without the coding for it, is to arrange it in a pattern based on numbers. It's hard to say because there's so many ways you can do it. In terms of writing, you can, there's actually a pattern to it. It's always a pattern, but whatever, that's just me. I'm advanced. But if it's written in a triangle, you can turn it into a square and you can lay them out by based on how many. You can make a pattern or a shape of that, and then you can layer it out. Take the letters A to Z. You can rearrange it in two ways: put in a square shape or an octagon or 27 straight, and then you can just draw lines to them, and that's the shape, that's the pattern, and you decrypt code by the pattern. But that can mean anything. It's 27 letters. I can eventually put THE over here and just make a blank rule out of it. But you know, that's crypto analysis. This is I can give an example for since it's just text matching other than coding.